You're watching the Arsenal vodcast. Arsene Wenger saw his side snatch a 2-2 draw with Everton on Saturday. So was it a point gained or an opportunity lost?
You never know, you will know that at the end of the season. Maybe it's a good point because we could have lost this game today. And overall, I believe you make here and there a draw at home. And we are not the only one who will do that, and that's why I'm still happy that we got at least a point.
Kieran Gibbs has been out for 7 weeks so far with a broken metatarsal, and the left-back admits he has found it hard on the sidelines.
To be honest, I didn't really deal with it that well because it's my first time that I've been out for a long time like this. But you know, you've got your friends and your family. They're there as long as they're there. They'll help you get through it. So.
And of course all the Arsenal players, many of them have had long-term injuries, so they keep your spirits high, I suppose.
Yeah, I speak to the players all the time. I've been in recently to the training ground, so I've seen a lot of them, and it's good when you're around the team because when it first happened, I was off for quite a while. So to come back into the changing room and get involved again is makes you feel back at home.
The Arsenal Study Support Centre celebrates its 10th anniversary this year, so what better way to start 2010 than with an award ceremony at Emirates Stadium. Dozens of students are here today to receive their reward for their after-school work and to meet a very special guest, Arsenal star Kieran Gibbs. We'll catch up with Kieran a bit later on. First of all, let's find out a bit more about today's event with the Arsenal Study Support Manager, Steve Wilson. Steve Wilson, what is the mission statement of Arsenal Study Support?
We take young people from the local borough of Islington for a 10-week course after school, teaching them ICT, literacy and numeracy, inspired by the club, motivated by football, and hopefully in that time their attainment improves, their motivation back in school improves, and their liking for school improves.
And of course this year marks the 10th anniversary of Study Support, so how has it developed in the past decade?
Well, I feel like it's developed massively in 10 years. We've been through several different premises. We've currently moved into a brand new room at Holloway School, which is fantastic. We've gone from doing a few after-school classes to being pretty much booked during the day all the time, running local gifted and talented classes for schools, from having 2 members of staff to having 20 members of staff working for the organisation. So I feel we've come an awful long way.
Lots of students gathering there in the background. How many are there involved now than there were maybe in 2000?
In 2000, we weren't necessarily able to open every night because of sharing a site. So every term now we have 120 pupils invited to come to our after-school courses and hopefully turning up tonight for the award ceremony.
And Kieran Gibbs is here, of course, always gets an Arsenal star. The big incentive is meeting the Arsenal player. How big a deal is it?
Oh, absolutely. Because we're an after-school scheme, pupils don't have to attend. So we often say to the pupils on the course, please come along. At the end of the course, you can make sure you meet the player. You've got a chance to win a ticket donated by the club and so on. Just the whole idea of meeting a player, because these players are the children's heroes. And Kieran Gibbs, being a young English player in particular, will be very motivational for them.
I suppose it begs the question, when these students get to the age where they can't go to study support anymore and the incentive of Arsenal goes, does the enthusiasm for education remain?
That is the hope of the course, and I think there's been some long-term studies of the effects of playing for success nationally, because we're one of 160 centres around the country. And one of the findings from this study is that what pupils gain is a re-engagement with school. So they might not come beyond year 8, but because they've been re-engaged with school and because their self-esteem has gone up and their motivation for being back in school has gone up, that their long-term achievement has improved as a result.
Kieran, welcome to the Study Support Awards. Have you enjoyed yourself today?
Yeah, I've really enjoyed it, seeing local kids come in and it's good for the club and good for them to get involved with us, and you know, it was a good day.
Arsenal in the community is 25 years old this year. That's even older than you. It's incredible how much work they do with the local community.
Yeah, and like I said, it's so good that they get involved with each other, and the kids can get something to look forward to, you know, when they come and collect their awards, and it shows that their hard work pays off just like anything. So.
You're a very popular man in the room today with the kids here, the students here who've done so much work after school. When you were their age, did you have the same kind of opportunities to meet football stars, to meet celebrities?
Not as much, no, I don't think so. I think it's really good that I was, you know, overwhelmed to come and meet them. So, but I didn't really get this that much. So, to come and do it for them is, you know, is great. So.
We'd love to know, what was Kieran Gibbs like as a school child?
What was I like as a school child? I was a good kid actually. I've got a twin brother and he was the devil, so we was each other. I just kept out of everyone's way and just did my own thing really. But we all have our little childish sides. So.